cheap guns. For years, that phrase has been a punchline at the gun counter. You get what you pay for, right? But here's the thing. In 2025, a few so-called cheap 9mm guns are straight up embarrassing the expensive boys. I'm talking about guns that were laughed off forums a decade ago, now showing up in range bags and even holsters of people who swore they'd never touch one. This list isn't full of safe, boring budget picks. Some of these have real history in duty holsters. Some were so bad when they launched, the internet tried to bury them, but the 2025 versions, they run like a sewing machine and shoot better than pistols twice their price. If you're convinced cheap means unreliable, I dare you to watch to the end, because one or two on here are going to have you questioning why you ever spent more than $500. Let's get into it. The Ruger RXM doesn't show up in every budget pistol conversation, but it should. Unlike a lot of cheap 9mm pistols, this one actually feels like it was made by a company that cares whether you'll still be shooting it in 10 years. The frame is slim but solid, the grip texture locks in without tearing up your hand, and the trigger is surprisingly clean for the price bracket. It's not a match gun, but it's consistent, and consistency in a budget 9mm is worth its weight in gold. Recoil is manageable even for newer shooters, and the reliability is what you'd expect from Ruger. It just runs. Now let's talk numbers. You can usually find an RXM new for around $350 to $400, and if you don't mind going used, they drop to about $275 to $325. That's not pawn shop junk pricing, but it's far from expensive for what you're getting. I've run one of these side by side with higher end compacts, and while it doesn't win in refinement, it never embarrassed itself. If you're looking for a 9mm pistol that's affordable without feeling like a gamble, the RXM is one of the few that earns its place on this list. If there's one gun on this list that outperforms its price, it's the Canic TP9 SF. The trigger is phenomenal, better than most $600+ pistols, and the reliability is flawless. The ergonomics are great, the sights are pretty good, and it also comes with 2 mags, which is a rarity in this price range. It's a full-sized gun, so it's not ideal for concealed carry, but if you want a range toy, home defense gun, or duty pistol on a budget, the TP9 SF is unbeatable. The TP9 SF's a full-size pistol built for duty and competition. With its striker-fire design, 4.6-inch barrel, and 18 rounds of 9mm capacity, it's a beast on the range. And at $549, it's a good investment for your money. I'm pretty much impressed with the TP9 SF's performance. It's reliable, durable, and easy to shoot. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a newbie, this pistol's a great choice for duty or competition. Budget doesn't necessarily mean bad. In 2025, there are plenty of 9mm pistols that offer stupid value, whether it's the refined Taurus G2C, the Glock-killing PSA Dagger, or the Trigger King Canic TP9 SF. The key is knowing what trade-offs you're willing to make. If you want cheap and tiny, the Ruger EC9S or Mossberg MC1SC might be your pick. If you need high capacity on a budget, the Taurus G2C or G3C or the PSA Dagger have you covered. At the end of the day, the best gun is the one you can afford, train with, and trust. And in 2025, there's never a better time to get a quality 9mm without emptying your wallet. So, which one's going in your holster? The SD9 VE is Smith & Wesson's budget answer to the Glock 19. It's not fancy, but it is reliable, affordable, often under $350, and could go up to $524, and also built like a tank. The trigger is heavy thanks to S&W's lawyer-approved design, but it's serviceable. The grip is comfortable, and the 16+1 capacity is great for a full-size pistol. If you want a no-nonsense 9mm that won't let you down, the SD9 VE is a solid choice. The SD9 VE is a striker-fired pistol built for performance. With its 4-inch barrel and 16 rounds of 9mm, it's a solid choice for duty and competition. I've shot the SD9 VE myself, and I can certainly tell you that it's a real pleasure to handle. It has a smooth trigger with great accuracy and top-notch reliability. If you're looking for a full-size pistol that's built to last, the SD9 VE is definitely worth considering. Spend some time with it and you'll learn to love it. Palmetto State Armory's Dagger is the ultimate budget Glock 19 clone. For around $320, you get a pistol that's fully compatible with Gen 3 Glock parts, a better trigger than a stock Glock, and a nicer grip texture. The only real downside are the mediocre sights, so please swap them ASAP. Plus, the earlier models have some QC issues, but in 2025, PSA has ironed out most of the kinks, making this one of the best values in the handgun market. If you've always wanted a Glock but couldn't stomach the price, the Dagger is your answer. The Dagger compacts a hidden gem for concealed carry. It's slim, lightweight, and packs a punch. With a 3.5-inch barrel and 13 rounds of 9mm capacity, it's a solid choice for self-defense. I must say that I'm impressed with the Dagger Compact's performance. It's reliable, durable, and pretty easy to shoot. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a newbie, this pistol's a great choice for concealed carry. Basically a Glock 19 clone, the Stoker STR9 comes at half the price. It's not quite as refined, but for its price, it's shockingly good. The trigger is decent, the ergonomics are comfortable, and it runs flawlessly with all types of ammo. The only real downside is that the aftermarket support is tiny compared to Glock. If you want a budget striker-fired pistol that just works, the STR is a fantastic option. The STR is a full-size pistol that's built for duty and competition. With its striker-fired design, 4.5-inch barrel, and 15 rounds of 9mm capacity, it's a beast on the range. And at $499 or less, it's a solid investment for any serious shooter. I've shot the STR9 myself, and I can tell you that it's a pleasure to handle. The trigger is smooth, the accuracy is pretty great, and the reliability is top-notch. If you're looking for a full-sized pistol that's built to last, the STR9's definitely worth considering. Who knew Mossberg could make a decent pistol? The MC1SC is a glaring exception to the rule that shotgun companies shouldn't dabble in handguns. It's slim, lightweight, and most importantly, reliable. The trigger is flat-faced, which is a nice touch for a budget gun, and the clear magazines are a neat feature. The real kicker is that it's compatible with Glock 43 magazines, which means cheap, plentiful replacements. The only downside is that the 6+1 capacity feels anemic in 2025 when micro-compacts like the SECY P365 exist. But if you find one on sale, it's a solid little gun. Designed for deep concealment, the MC1SC's slim profile and lightweight make it pretty easy to carry. The MC1SC's got a double-action trigger, and it's designed to be easy to shoot accurately. The MC1SC is priced around $399. The Taurus G2C is the gun that made people take Taurus seriously again. At around $250, it packs 12+1 rounds in a compact frame, has a surprisingly good trigger for the price, and runs remarkably well. The grip texture is aggressive, maybe too aggressive for some, and the manual safety is a love it or hate it feature. But where it really impresses is in its reliability. Unlike the SECY, this thing goes bang every time you pull the trigger. The aftermarket support is growing too, with holsters and upgrades becoming too common. If you need a budget gun that doesn't feel like a budget gun, the G2C is a fantastic pick. It's a compact pistol built for performance. Striker fire design, 3.25-inch barrel, and 12 rounds of 9mm. The G2C's got a polymer frame, and it's designed to be durable and reliable. It's got a reversible magazine catch, and it's easy to swap out magazines. The G2C's a great choice if you want a budget-friendly compact pistol that's built for performance. Ruger's EC9S is the definition of no-frills reliability. It's slim, lightweight, and disappears in a pocket or IWB holster. The single-stack design means it only holds 7+1, but that trade-off makes it one of the most carry-friendly 9mm out there. The trigger is decent, and the fixed sights are basic but functional. Where the EC9S really shines is in its dependability. It eats everything from cheap steel case to premium hollow points without complaint. If you want a simple, no-nonsense carry gun that just works, then this is it. Slim, lightweight, and perfect for concealed carry. The EC9S is easy to shoot and maintain. It's equipped with a 3.12-inch barrel and 6 rounds of 9mm. The EC9S has got a double-action trigger, and it's designed to be easy to shoot accurately. The price tag of $299 makes it a great choice for those who want a slim, lightweight, and affordable pistol that's easy to carry with. Plus, the EC9S also has a reputation for being reliable and durable. The SECY CPX2 is a gun that sparks heated debates. Yes, it's cheap, often under $300, but is it worth it? Well, yes. The CPX2's a great choice for those who want a reliable sidearm without breaking the bank. It's slim, lightweight, and easy to carry. The double action only trigger is heavy, around 9 pounds, and has a great reset, making rapid follow-up shots a challenge. Accuracy can often be a hit or miss, as some CPX2s run flawlessly, while others jam more than traffic in downtown LA. But if you're desperate for an ultra-affordable 9mm and don't mind a trigger that feels like dragging a brick through mud, it's an option. Just know that there are far better options at slightly higher price points. The CPX2 is a hidden gem though. Designed for concealed carry, it's slim, lightweight, and packs a punch. It's equipped with a 3.1-inch barrel and 10 rounds of 9mm. The CPX2's got a double-action trigger, and it's designed to be easy to shoot accurately. The CPX2 also has a compact frame, which makes it perfect for concealed carry. Get the main things right, and you can pretty much trust the gun. The Walther PDP might not be the first name that comes to mind when thinking budget, but with prices dipping in 2025, it's become an insane value for what you get. The ergonomics are exceptional, with an aggressive grip texture that locks into your hand, and the trigger is one of the best in its class. Crisp, short reset, and with a clean break that rivals guns twice its price. The optics-ready slide and superb sight picture make it a favorite for both competition shooters and those who want a duty-grade pistol without the duty-grade price tag. If you find one on sale, jump on it because it punches way above its weight class. The PDP's got a striker fire design, and it's built for performance. It's got a 4-inch barrel, and it can hold 17 rounds of 9mm goodness. The accuracy is off the charts, and it's a joy to shoot. With a frame made of polymer, durable and reliable design, the PDP's also got a reversible magazine catch, and it's easy to swap out magazines. priced at $649, this pistol's got a lot of features that make it stand out from the crowd. The High Point C9 is one of those pistols that gets passed around like a bad joke in the gun community. People will tell you, oh, it's ugly, but it works. Well, sometimes it works, and sometimes it's a frustrating, clunky mess. I've seen these stovepipe fail to feed and flat out refuse to run basic FMJ ammo. And when it does run, it's like shooting a brick with a trigger. That trigger, by the way, is mushy, creepy, and about as pleasant as pulling a stick through wet cement. The slide is absurdly heavy for a compact 9mm, the ergonomics are non-existent, and the grip angle feels like it was designed without a human hand in mind. Even mag changes are awkward. It's like the gun is actively fighting you every step of the way. The C9 has been discontinued, which honestly is a blessing for anyone shopping now. But they're still floating around used for $150 to $200, usually in pawn shops or bargain bins. And here's the thing, just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's worth it. There are better budget pistols out there that won't make you regret every magazine you put through them. The C9 is living proof that cheap and good value aren't the same thing. That's the lineup. 13 cheap 9mm pistols that'll shock you with how much they can do for the money. If you're still thinking cheap means bad, you probably haven't handled half the guns on this list. Sure, not everyone is perfect. Some have quirks, some are ugly, and some will make your gun snob buddy roll his eyes. But you know what? They work. If one of these pistols saves you a couple of $100 and still gets the job done, then my job is done too. Drop your pick in the comments or call me crazy for leaving your favorite off. Either way, I'm Steve, and I'll see you in the next one.